So I've got this Lenovo 11E Chromebook, and it's unsupported by ChromeOS, which means we cannot get any more updates on it. But is there a way for us to bypass that and update it anyway? So today we're going to be checking it out and seeing if we can update this thing to the latest version. So let's see if we can do it. Alright, so how do I plan to do this to this little Chromebook here? Well, I actually have a few of these Chromebooks. So I have touchscreen models like this one. This one like actually flips into like a little tablet here, stuff like that. So you can use this like a little tablet, and it does have Google Play support, as we can see. I can't really tap on it, but you know, well, it's trying to load it, but it does have Google Play support. Now I know updating this to the latest version of Chrome OS is probably going to slow it down by a lot, but I just want to do it anyway because I have one that I've put Linux on. So if I can put Linux on this, it should be pretty easy to get the Branch framework installed onto it as well. So I've not seen many people try this, so I want to try it since I happen to have one that's unsupported. So let's see if it'll work. Alright, so I've shut it down just to show you that I have got it in developer mode, but I'm pretty sure you need to do more to actually boot an operating system other than Chrome OS on it, as we can see, because we're going to need to use Linux on this thing. So don't want to enable that again, but yeah, so basically what we're going to do is we're probably going to take it apart, take a screw out where that we can actually boot from a flash drive. Then we're going to install Linux onto that flash drive, and then yeah, that's about it. We'll see if that works. Alright, because this thing has an Intel Celeron processor and 4 gigabytes of RAM, it shouldn't be too hard to put the latest version of Chrome OS on it. I don't think it would give too much of a fight. So our first thing to do is actually just take it apart and remove a security screw that lets us boot from an external drive. So let's get doing that. Alright, so our first step is to just remove these screws here, which are actually pretty easy to remove just because they don't actually come out. They're just like kind of stuck in there with something, so we can remove these quite easily. Alright, so I removed the back panel, and here's the battery, which I think I've already, oh no, I've actually not taken the battery out of this, but it's just 2 screws right here and one over here. And I think we remove a few screws over here, and then the keyboard should come off where that we can get more access to the machine. So I'm going to go do that real quick. Alright, so these will look way better and less shaky when I get my tripod. But anyway, now I'm thinking about it, I got the keyboard off of here, and I might actually try and turn one of these into just a standalone tablet, if that's even possible. I don't know, maybe it'll be a next video or something. But we're going to continue the teardown process and get that screw out. Alright, so we're finally in the system here, and I think it's that screw with the arrow to it. I think that's the one that we actually have to take off the motherboard. So I'm going to try that and see what else I need to do, because I might need to do some researching online and stuff like that. Alright, so I think I have it working. Basically what I had to do was type in shell, as you see right here. And alright, so let's see what this is. So I think we should just be able to click install update UEFI, I think. So we're just going to do that. This has the potential to break the device. So, yes. You will need to install a UEFI compatible OS. Chrome OS will no longer be bootable. Alright. This is highly recommended in case you wish to return your device to stock configuration. I have millions of these things, so no, I don't care to do that. Alright, so hopefully this works. Maybe it won't, maybe it will. So if it doesn't work and I break the computer, then well, I have another one, so it won't be too bad. Well, I'll get back to y'all whenever this does this, if it ever does. Alright, so here is where we are right now. It says it's been successfully installed, so I'm going to guess that I removed the right screw. It says the first boot after flashing may take substantially longer than I'm not even gonna try to say that, I'm stupid. Up to 30 seconds or more. Be patient, and eventually your device will boot. So, um, I guess that's all I have to do. I'm going to look back at the video and make sure I'm doing this correctly before I actually turn off the device and then break it forever. So, yeah. Alright, so from here, we should just be able to reboot the system. So, let's just reboot. It'll probably cut my capture card off, the little rinky-dinky one I bought from Walmart. So, yeah, it did. But, alright, so it's booting up here. Secure boot status disabled. Oh no. Just gonna see what happens here. Alright, so now I guess we should just get a flash drive, install Linux on it, and then see if we can get brunch to work. So time to move over to the Windows computer. Alright, so we're in Windows 10 here, and I think I have everything that we need anyway. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to open up Etcher here, and since I already have the download for it, we're just going to go into downloads here, and this capture card makes this computer not like itself very much, but that's okay. We're going to try Linux Mint, and I don't even know if the Chromebook will use this, but hopefully it will. But I'm going to let this thing flash, and we're going to see if it works or not. Alright, so it's not going to go as planned as I thought it would, because I thought it would let me access the contents of the drive after making it, which typically it does, but that's probably because I used Rufus last time. I'm actually going to try and use Rufus and see if that works instead. If it doesn't, then I'm just going to have to download the files again in Linux Mint. But basically what I did was I made a folder called ChromeOS that had all the things that I needed to update this Chromebook, but for some reason it will not let me put that in the flash drive. So maybe this will work. So we're going to try it. We're going to try Rufus. Alright, so it seems that Rufus actually lets me access the contents of the drive after creating it, which is what I need. So I'm gonna let this copy over, and then we can bring it over to the Chromebook and see if any of this works at all, because it probably won't even boot knowing my luck. But yeah. Alright, so I don't know why it keeps on doing that, but anyway, let's install our flash drive and see if this will even work. So if we can actually put it in there. Alright, so let's go through all this again. Type exit. And then we should be able to just select this and see if it'll actually boot from it. So I guess let's pray for the best at this point, because I don't know if this is a good sign or not. I don't know what it's doing. Oh, well, there's the Linux Mint. It's not showing up on this camera because why would it? But that's the Linux Mint logo. Trust me. Wait a minute. There, you can kind of see it. Anyway, let's see if this will work or not. I wish you could actually like tap to focus while it's connected to the computer, but it doesn't let you. But I'll get back to you when this is done loading. Alright, so it's been a while since I've actually tried to do this, but we're in Linux Mint, we're on the Chromebook. So I think what I do is I go into Files here, and I should be able to just search for ChromeOS. Ah, well, that was lovely. Let's try just searching. I don't know if this is, I don't know what that is, but I'm trying file system. We should be able to search it from here. It might just be in here, but I don't think it is. I think we actually have to search for it still. I'll try and just search for Chrome. There it is. Alright. So, Chrome OS. So, we should be able to, I think we need to edit this. If it will let us. Alright. I just need to look for the something I look for in here because I have to change something because I remember that, but who knows, I might not actually have to. Because I think as long as it's named Ramus Recovery, it should be good, so. And it's read-only anyway, so I don't guess it's actually going to let me do anything with it. But we're just going to open this and see what happens. Right now, not a lot of anything is happening. But maybe that's just because this thing is really slow. Let's try and do that again. Let's just click run instead. That still doesn't do anything. Maybe we can open up terminal and then drag it into the terminal. I don't know. Let me just search this up real quick and figure out how to do it. Alright, so I think I have it working now. So we're going to go back in here and retry it. File system, Chrome. So I have this other file here, and we're going to have a look at it real quick and make sure it's what I need. And that still says dev-sda, which is not going to work, so I don't know why it didn't actually update it. I'm going to have to figure out why I won't do that. Wait a minute. If I drag this over to here, will it let me actually... Oh, it will. Alright, so I'll just edit it from here then. That's fine. So basically what this has to do is this has to be... The dev-sda has to be the same as what is on the drive, or what my drive is called, which on this is called some MMC BLK0, which I don't know why it's called that, but just make sure it's correct. And then I guess I can just click X and then it will save it, right? Save. Alright. We're just going to bring this one into here. Oh, well, isn't that lovely? Well, oh, is it copying it anyway? Oh, I don't know what that was, but anyway, what we're going to do instead is we're just going to get all of these files and move them over to the desktop. Because that's what you do in this situation. This probably will not work, but I'm going to try it anyway because I don't really care. So, yeah. Oh, great. Try to remove files to make free space. Well, I guess we can just start deleting random things off the file system. I don't know. I don't know. That just doesn't seem like a great idea to me. What to do? I guess back to the MacBook to see if I can fix this issue. Alright, so I think I have it working now anyway. So, first I guess I'm going to have to connect to my Wi-Fi to actually get this to work. So, let's just do that real quick. And then we should be able to do this again. Hopefully it works this time. For some reason, my trackpad on the Chromebook actually stopped working. I don't know what that's for, but that's not going to stop me. I can just connect another mouse to it and use that. So we have this one. We're going to see if it is changed or if it has stayed the same. Alright, and it's changed. macOS does not like dealing with these files for some reason, so it took a bit. But anyway, so we should just be able to open in terminal here, sudo sh install.sh. As far as I'm aware, this is what we do. Oh, well, if I would do it correctly. Well, goddamn. Install 2.sh. That should work, maybe, alright. So this may work and may not work. This is the part where we see if we just failed completely and if I have to end the video here. So I'll let you know when this gets done. So yeah. All right, so we're back again, and now, oh, lovely. All right, well, before we encounter more graphical errors, let's go ahead and type yes. Oh, it just all came back. All right, let's just type yes into this and see if it does anything or see if it fails miserably. And yeah, Linux Mint does not like this Chromebook, so yeah. But I guess I'll let y'all know when this finishes, see if it works or not, see if it fails. Yeah. Alright, so it seems as if it's just completely glitched. Trackpad doesn't work anymore, the mouse doesn't work. I can't even use the touchscreen, which, yes, Linux Mint actually does use the touchscreen, so I'm going to guess it has completely frozen, and it's been like this for a bit. So we're just going to do the old restart here and just redo it and see if that works, or if maybe we messed it up even more, but we'll see. Well, this is pretty pleasant. This disk is now completely broken. Like, pretty sure I could just reinstall Linux Mint on it, but it will not boot anymore, any longer. It will not. So I'm going to reinstall Linux Mint real quick, get all the files back on there, because I might have messed it up by doing something stupid, and then we'll see if it works again. So yeah. Alright, so we're back on the computer, and I've installed a new version of Linux Mint, and don't know why it keeps on doing that. But anyway, we're going to try it again and see if it'll work this time. So it does take it a while to boot up, that I've noticed, but we're going to see if the trackpad works now. Oh, there's our trackpad, and there's our ghost trackpad. That's alright. Well, anyway, I'll transfer it over to you, and we'll get started. Alright, so let's go ahead and try this, I guess. So we're connected to the internet, and I'm going to go into gparted again, and I'm going to make sure that I actually have the right drive here. So this one should be it, because dev-sda is named Linux Mint. So this should be our drive. So anyway, let's go into file system and search for ChromeOS again, see if we can do this. So we have installed 2.sh. We're going to go ahead and try that one. Let's make sure it's properly. Alright, so it has that there. So let's go ahead and try this. If it will let me access the terminal, I'm just going to use the mouse. Give me a second, let me get the thing to it. Plug it in here. If I could get to it. Come on, just... Oh, finally. Alright. So now, alright, so now it'll let us right click. So now, this might be able to work now, so I'm just going to record it until we know if it works or not, because it might just not work. So we'll see if it glitches or does anything stupid. This is going to take a bit. Alright, so let's do yes and then see if this will work this time. It went to 2%, but I think it's glitched it again, honestly. I think it did. Actually, it did. It fully glitched it. My mouse won't even connect back to it. Well, I guess we can sit here and... I don't know why this doesn't work, but I can't figure out why it won't. That's very hard. So I guess I'm just going to let it sit here for a bit, see if it does anything at all, but I don't think it will. I think every time we do this, it just ruins the disk. So, yeah, we might not be able to do this. Alright, so this is like, I don't even know how many times I've tried it, but it's just not working. It keeps on breaking the flash drive, and then I have to keep on reinstalling Linux Mint. So, I'm just going to guess that it's not doable that way, but I'm still going to find a way to do it. I'm probably going to make a part 2 to this video explaining how to do it when I figure out how to do it. But for now, it is like 2 in the morning, and I want to go to bed. So I guess that'll be the end of this video, and I guess I'll catch you guys in part 2. Alright, so in the system of this thing, it says it's an Intel Celeron. So since it's Intel, this should be pretty easy, which, yeah. Let's not look at those graphs, because those don't look pretty. But anyway, we're going to try and see. I hope you didn't see that glitch. But anyway, we're going to try and actually